afternoon, good evening, whatever time it might be, wherever you are. It is a really nice afternoon, almost. It's a pretty nice afternoon here, almost. Like I said, it's late morning. And I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Let's fade that out. Some really good, punchy, motivational music there. Very nice. All right. So, anyway, before we get started, like I said, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I hope everybody is enjoying today in whatever way you can, and whatever things about today that you might enjoy. I do want to start this off before I show, obviously, the game, and the game's in the title card. You can see that, but before we get the game started, I want to start off by saying thank you. This is a stream of gratitude, and the intention is to say thank you. So for anybody who is not aware, the Super Mega Retro Dudes channel, SMRD channel, had me on for an interview, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday prior, and it was a lot of fun, and it was very kind of them. It was a bunch of great people who wanted to know a little bit more about me. That's the way that I take it when you ask for an interview, is that you want to know a little bit more. Job interviews are that way. So maybe that's not entirely the purpose, but I really liked. It was very kind, I should say. That's what I'm trying to say. I want to say thank you for having me on to them. It's not. I don't think that there's a lot of crossover. Their channels are a little bit bigger than mine. Quite a bit actually. But if anybody does happen to stop by this channel that is not currently aware of them, I did put their links in the description. I highly recommend you go and give them a look. So the interview, if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about me as it pertains to me personally, things that I started doing, things that I do, the interview link is up there or down in the description. And then, of course, the people that were kind enough to do that, SMRD, the SMRD channel and team, they do a lot of gaming, just variety style streaming, I believe, mostly on the weekends. And then, of course, I put the individual people that make up their channels, which is Brady and Retro Ryan. Retro Ryan and Brady are great. They're independent channels focusing on retro and recapturing that kind of nostalgic feeling of whether it be old video games or old action figures or 90s commercials. They do a great job of that. It's pretty awesome. Chum, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm talking up a little bit some other channels. They were kind enough to have me on for an interview, so I'm kind of giving some preamble. But I hope you're having a wonderful day today. How you doing? I'm kind of talking up. I was on an interview with SMRD last, not this past Saturday, but the one before that, and I want to give them a little bit of a shout out. So. But yeah, really, really cool people. Really, really, really kind of them to do that. I want them to have a little bit of a shout out. They don't need it from me, but it's definitely well deserved if if they'll let me do it. So, without further ado, I guess I'll switch over to the game, so you guys can actually see it now. But a little bit of preamble. Now something's not quite right. Huh. Well, let me fix that real quick. Sorry about that. You guys can only see the top right-hand corner. I think I can fix that pretty easily, though. So forgive this for just a second. I don't usually like to move stuff live if I can help it, but sadly in this instance I don't think I can. So my apologies for what you're about to see. There we are. That should do the trick. I caught the interview. I'm doing well. How are you? Well, thank you so much for catching the interview. I'm doing well. I'm doing pretty darn well, honestly. Sorry you guys had to see the behind the scenes there. I don't usually like to show that, but I didn't realize that it had skewed my aspect ratio. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm glad you caught the interview. It's it was kind. It's not so much. It's, to be clear too, it's also not so much about me saying, "Oh, it's wonderful to go check me out" or anything. It's more about me being grateful that that they were interested, that people were interested to hear a little bit more about me. I think that's a remarkably kind gesture. So, but I'm so and incredibly kind of you to have given it a watch. So thank you so much. But yeah, I'm doing really well. It's been a busy day. I was expecting to be on a little earlier than I was, but I had some really big stuff come up, so I had to take care of that first. But I was able to get it taken care of, and so we're on here gaming now, on a thank you stream. Yeah, this week the other piece of it is also that this week I wanted to get a quick stream, and if nothing else, definitely a thank you stream. But I am this week is going to be insanely busy. With all kinds of very good stuff, very like amazing and awesome stuff. So none of it's even the slightest bit bad, but it is super busy and time consuming, and so because of that, I am going to be. I'm probably not going to be able to stream very much for the next week or so, and so I wanted to throw something in real quick and say hi to everybody, get to talk with everybody and see how everybody's doing and all that kind of good stuff. And I figure we're moving our way through Banjo Tooie, so why we could do that at the same time. Now it is also the intent. I should also. I mean, I don't. This is not intended to be a plug, but I do tend to say it just to make people aware. I believe the game after this that I'll be doing is going to be my favorite game of all time. I'm super excited about it, just because I have so much fun playing it. Which is KOTOR. Wait. No, don't. I didn't hit a button. I didn't hit a button. Put it down, Banjo. Thank you. I made a mistake with the first one, but I didn't hit the button the second time, so I don't know what happened. Where does that one go? Well, let's just put the corner piece in first, then. Anyway, yeah, so, I'm doing, I believe I'm going to be doing KOTOR next, for anybody who is interested. What in the world am I messed up? It's up there. Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, they're all the... I never realized... Banjo, come on, buddy. I never realized that they're all kind of the same. They're all the same shape, for the most part. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so what I was saying was, I'm going to be playing, I believe the next game that's coming up will be KOTOR, which is my favorite game of all time, and I really love KOTOR, and I hope everybody else enjoys the playthrough. I know that's kind of a tricky game to play on stream and online, but it seems really relevant. Star Wars seems to be pretty I mean, it's always been kind of popular, but it seems to be really popular now. And so I figured, well, I get to play one of my favorite games of all time. It's a game I know like the back of my hand. So I shouldn't be getting lost too terribly many times, and maybe I'll get to have some interaction with that. And so I put some polls up on. There we go. I put some polls up on Twitter. Originally choosing what class I was going to be. That poll did end. So that one, it looks like I'm going to be a soldier, which is, I'm going to go ahead and say it after the fact. Soldier is not typically what I play. I typically play scoundrel. Clifftop maybe? Clifftop, yeah. I typically play scoundrel, so it's going to be interesting to go through as a soldier, because I don't typically do that. But I do have a poll up right now. It still should be going for the next, I don't know, half a day maybe? Ish. That is about what you might like to see, whether you'd like to see me play through as a light side or a dark side. I'm usually really polar in those. I don't usually go through as a oh, I'm gonna be nice here, I'm gonna be mean here. I'm usually just kind of either all nice or all mean. So, you know, it's one of those types of things. But it is up right now, and I believe I believe it is 50-50 right now. Alright, we're gonna try, I think we're gonna try to do the boss fight right off the bat. And it may not go well at all, because I just jumped in, but hey, if it does go well, great. And if it doesn't, then that's okay too. Hey AR, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for dropping in. Hi everyone, how's it going? It's going very well. It's going remarkably well, in fact. Just very busy. It's been very busy, so I've been kind of quiet, or I've been somewhat quiet, I should say. And that's just no problems, nothing bad, just super busy. So, also to AR, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but I saw your post about the disturbing segment. I don't know if I'm right, but I feel like I know. I feel like I know what you were talking about, and so if I do happen to know what you're talking about, I completely agree with you. It's insanely uncomfortable, I think is a word. They definitely weren't playing around. I'm curious as to where that name came from. It's such an unusual name. Okay, let's just get out of the way here. Yeah, I don't know if we're talking about the same section or not, but I think I do. I think I know what you might have been mentioning or talking about, so. Okay, I will do that. I was gonna say a word that I thought would give it, but I don't want to run even the slightest risk of spoiling anything for anybody because it's so good. I guess I didn't. I don't know if I confirmed it or not. I did pick up my copy for Series X. So I've been going through it as well. Nope. There we go. Yeah, anyway, I picked up my copy of on the Series X, and I'm really liking this game. I really am liking the game. It is, my opinion, a lot of people have been, I guess, very critical about it. Boy, that was a stingy little hitbox, wasn't it? A lot of people have been really critical about it, I guess, and I don't understand why. I personally think it's pretty brilliant. Son of a gun, he's so hard to hit. It's already hard enough to aim. Sure, yeah. There we go. There we go. Now this one's on the other side, so I can actually wait fairly comfortably over here. But yeah, I picked up the copy of the game a little bit back. I say a little bit back. I picked it up on the launch day, and it's good. It's really fun. The music of this is actually really it gives a pretty darn good sense of tension. I really like it. For anybody who's not privy to exactly what game I'm talking about, I am talking about RE8 Village specifically. I really like it. Like I said, I guess a lot of people have been really critical about it recently. And every game, I think almost every game has flaws. There are some games that I consider to be pretty darn close to perfect, but well, welcome back. Resident Evil, I mean, RE8 does have some does have some issues, but honestly, overall, it is what I would consider to be the logical next step for the franchise. There we go. They kind of changed how things were done in, whoa! They kind of changed how things were done in, 7 by the... making it a first-person shooter, but it was still kind of tied into the biochemistry, Umbrella's Evil type thing. Oh, son of a gun, I didn't mean to fire that one. And this one's very much it's different. Oh, wow, really? We may not be talking about the same section then, because I have not yet completed it. And I think you said you just finished it. I've made good progress on it, granted, but I have not finished it. So that we may not be talking about the same segment. And if that is indeed the case, then I'm excited about it. Yeah, I think it's... honestly, I think it's the next step. I mean, I think it's a lot... You can't... There's only so many different ways that you can change the franchise up. I think they've tried it with... Son of a gun, I gotta recoup here. I think a lot of the... I think the pushing the envelope type thing is really difficult to do with it, because it's a franchise that's been out for so long, right? So, I mean, everybody knows what kind of... And I say kind of expect, but... I think they tried, like, with 7... or, sorry, with 6, I think they tried to do it, and I just don't think they did a great job with 6. I actually enjoyed 5 quite a bit. I actually like 5 quite a bit. But even still, it's definitely got this kind of campy and cartoony feel to it, you know? Because of the boulder punching and the missile launcher to the face, you know, all that kind of good stuff. And so they decided to kind of reground it with 7. I'm sorry, 6 did the split story perspective thing. Son of a gun, this thing's hard to hit. And then 7 brought it back to more grounded. All right, we're back in a place we know, and in the real world, and so on and so forth. And then son of a gun. Boy, I can't. This is the most frustrating thing. It's a fun game, but they didn't change it so that this would be... The aimer would not auto-center, and that's not what I want. There we go. Now open your eyes, son of a gun. There he goes. Woo! Now, if we're being completely fair, and we are, you weren't blind, you just had your eyes closed. You're as blind as I am when I sleep. Real quick, I was talking about the critics on Twitter the other day. I do think some people have a real connection with RE7 due to how different it was from 6. I feel like people were expecting that same leap. I think RE7 is great, but I think I might prefer Village overall. Yeah, so I made a comment the other day, and you did get to see it, which was... I think you responded to it, but it is exactly how I feel about the leap from one to the other. Is that in 7 I feel like they really were making a big effort to change the... I feel like they were making a big effort to change the... Nope, get out of the way. If you get caught in a bubble, he automatically hit. It's a free hit for him. Out of a gun. Oh, wait. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that actually saved me. That's what I was hoping for. But no, the comment that I made... okay, I need the health real quick. The comment that I made was that in RE7 they changed the player and the perspective, and in 8 I feel like that they did the opposite. The player and the perspective are the same, but they completely revamped the world. Which I think is... Uh-oh, no. No, 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 no. Get out of aiming mode. Gonna be close. Son of a gun. Nope. He's gonna hit me with bubbles if I don't get out of the way quick. Sorry, I didn't mean to whistle into the mic, but my goodness. He got me. I had one hit left on him. Son of a gun. I'll run to the other one real quick then. We'll do that. We don't actually need to get a lot of jiggies from this world anyway. Okay, so yeah, but anyway, they changed the world. They changed the way that the world worked, the perspective. There's more lore to it. The characters are awesome. I felt like the characters were really cool, and there's a lot of I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like that there's a lot more to put you into the world, to immerse you. You know. Okay, so I need to remember where about to go. Let's see. But yeah, I think it's I thought it was fantastic. I've played quite a bit of it, and I really like the characters. I really like the characters. I like the oh wait, I know what I do need to do though. I should probably check it out real quick. Go to view totals here. 3 of 4 in the Isle of Hags, that's fine. 3 of 3 there. 2 of 2 there. 2 of 3 there. So I'm missing one. I know which one I'm missing. So okay. So I do actually have to go back really quickly to find that last move, but that's okay. That's not a huge deal. But yeah, so anybody who hasn't picked it up, if you haven't picked it up and you're looking for a first-person shooter that mixes it up, it doesn't just feel like Call of Duty, I would highly recommend. I'd highly recommend Village. It has, in my opinion, it's got great potential so far to be a Game of the Year contender, and we're only halfway through. But I don't really see anything coming out that's gonna have the kind of hype that this one has. That's gonna, you know, get everybody excited. I know the Mass Effect trilogy comes out Thursday? It comes out this week, I believe. I understand that what the heck? That thing does not care. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a hefty Game of the Year contender, personally. So, and I would be excited to see it. I would be excited to see it get it. I think unless somebody comes up with something really, really good, you know, we get The Witcher 4 or something like that, which we're not going to. But if we did, that'd be something I'd anticipate seeing. You know, maybe take the cake. Did I just end up in the locker cavern anyway? Okay, I want to go beyond this though. I want to do something else. There's the hole. But yeah, so but yeah, anyway, like I said, it's a great game. I'm excited. I'm curious. I guess that brings me to the other topic though, to another topic briefly. And that is what games are coming out this year that you are excited about, super excited about, and that you might even, before you've tried anything about it, you might look at as throwing its hat in the arena for a Game of the Year spot. This Village has so far surpassed many of my expectations. I don't think the Mass Effect trilogy will qualify. Can I blow that up? I don't remember. This game I don't remember nearly as well as I do the first one, so I'm just actually enjoying playing this one. Aha! What should actually be the bad guy one? The Banjo. There we go. I was gonna say, would you like to watch me swim in circles around you for no good reason? Sorry about that. Yeah, but what games that are coming out this year do you feel like ahead of time? Yet again, just kind of throwing your hat into the arena. What do you feel like? What games do you feel like might be? Firstly, really quickly, how did you get a ship down here? There's literally, it's a cave. Okay. There we go. But yeah, I'd like to know what games are coming out that you're excited about. I know, I do know, I will concede that I don't have a PS5 yet. So because I don't have a PS5, I don't know anything about like Returnal. I know, I shouldn't say I don't know anything about it. I don't have first-hand experience in playing it yet. But from what I hear, that could be a pretty strong candidate as well for that. But yeah, I don't know, I guess. I don't really know what the take is on those, so I'm interested though. I am super excited. Oops, let's go to the one up here real quick. I'm missing a jam jars move, and I do need the jam jars move in order to progress, because I believe it is the underwater Talon torpedo, I think they call it. It's a Kazooie only move. There's a hole around here somewhere. But yeah, I will say I am super excited about getting the Mass Effect trilogy remaster. I am really wanting to get that. I know it's coming out for full price, but it is 3 games with all the DLC. I was a huge fan. I remember binging. In fact, really? Alright, I'm at my own risk here. Whoops. I do remember binging. I remember it came out in 2007, I think, and I absolutely remember binging the just completely binging the game. It was it was like early, I can't remember exactly. It was super early in the morning though. When I finished it at like, I stayed up all night and finished it at like 7 or 8 in the next morning. I do remember that. It was just awesome. Can we get one in? It's not. Son of a gun. Yeah, so this is where the Banjo Tooie versus Banjo Kazooie argument comes in for me. I think it's his mouth. There we go. Calamari Bonanza. That's a leg down there too. I don't understand. Yet again, not a game developer. So, and this game is a good game. This is a very good game. But most people, in my experience, don't like the underwater sections of games, and it's just because in order to make an underwater section, you have to. I have to learn the move to get into this. That's got to be around here somewhere. Then I gotta remember where it is. But a lot of people do the underwater sections of games are always the part that they don't like the most, right? I think that's been that way since Mario even. So why would you make an entire world the underwater section? We're fine, Banjo. I think we got this one already, but double check. Yes, we did. It's green. Okay. Whoops. Why does my camera keep turning back around like that? That's weird. These things are fast. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, the music's great. Music's great. The ambiance is great. The environment is nice in terms of making you feel like you're underwater, but the there we go. But the I see, the bad guy. But the level's just the water level. I don't understand. So. Ah, shoot. Also, I guess I should say, I hope I hear, so one of the things I do want to make mention of here, and this will be a small mention just because, I'm doing, it's a very small mention, just because I don't want it to overwhelm, I don't want it to overwhelm anything, and I don't want it to incentivize necessarily anything either. It's just, it's not meant for that. It's just meant to, I guess help people understand I'm aware. I'm about to hit, this is a humongous thing that I am remarkably grateful for. And everybody who's stopped in, most people, if not everyone who's stopped in, has contributed to it in a great way. But I am almost at 100 subscribers. I am at 93 or 94. I think 93 I am at. And I'm incredible, and yes, the numbers may fluctuate. It could change. That could be 92 tomorrow. It could be 89. That's fine. I've hit 90 a few times. I'm sorry. I've hit. No, I've hit 80 something a few times. 87 is what I've hit a few times. So I get it. People unsubscribe. YouTube unsubscribes you sometimes. I get all that. But I am about to hit 100 subscribers in some form of consistent fashion. That is a tremendous milestone. I've been doing this channel in some capacity or another. Streaming has been a more recent endeavor, but I've been doing this channel in some capacity for the past, for the past 4 years? No, I guess this would be my 5th year. In August, it would be 5 years of filming for the channel. And so to hit 100 subscribers, you know, there was a point in time, like, I've never made this channel for the purpose of getting subscribers. It's always been a place to have fun. That's always been the purpose, is for it to be somewhere to have fun. I'm not going down there, Jam Jars. I know what you're telling me to do. I know what you're saying. Oh yeah, but so anyway, the fact that I'm about to hit 100 subscribers, the channel's never been about subscribers. The channel's always been about having fun. Coming to a channel and having fun. If you look at some of my older videos, my older endeavors, it's me and friends, me and my younger brother. It's us just talking. It's commentating on games that maybe he hadn't played. The very first video we did is, whoops, it's the mouth. I didn't realize it was the mouth. I always thought it was the eyes, but it is the mouth for sure. The very first video we did, the first two, were Spy Hunter videos for the NES. And reason being is, my little brother is not as much a retro gamer. He's not as much a retro gamer. Don't get me wrong, he enjoys retro games, but he's not, that's not a focus of his. If he can play, you know, Halo and Gears of War, he's probably going to play, well, Halo's, I guess, pretty retro now, 2002, but if he can play the newer Halo, if he can play Gears of War, those types of games, he's probably going to play those before he plays, you know, some of these older ones. I think he'd probably play Banjo, because I don't remember real well how good he was at playing it, or how much he enjoyed playing it, but I know he enjoyed watching it be played. But he's always been kind of more of a, you know, whatever is in the time. I'll go to the town center. I don't remember. I remember what the thing is, but I don't remember where it is. But real quick, so that I don't get sidetracked and I don't, yeah, I don't get too sidetracked. I've been doing the channel for a long time. It's never been about getting subscribers. It's always been about having fun. It's always been about that. Our first videos were Spy Hunter, you know, and it was awful quality audio, and the video was jittery. We were just having a lot of trouble, and but it was still something. It was still about getting things out there and having fun. And so we did that, and I never expected that we were going to I never expected that we were going to have 100 subscribers at any point in time, and we're getting really close to that. So I do want to say that I am incredibly grateful. I am planning something for the 100 subscriber mark. And I will say it is a giveaway that I am planning. However, without spoiling anything, I will say, firstly, it is not a game giveaway. Let's see here. Well, that just seems too dang easy. Okay. It's not a game giveaway, and it's not a game console giveaway, because I don't know what everybody does and doesn't have in terms of that. However, I do know what I have, and what a lot of people have said that they don't have. Something for fellow streamers, I think, that I would like to give away in a drawing fashion. So yeah, it'll be, well, when we hit that, firstly, I don't want it to be an incentive for people to, that's why I'm not kind of spoiling what it is. I don't want people to be incentivized to just subscribe to participate in a giveaway or any of that. I don't think that I don't like that idea. I think that's a little bit of a jerk move, so I'm not going to do it. But whenever I do hit 100 subscribers, there'll be a neat giveaway for the people that are subscribed, and I hope that somebody is able to enjoy it and find use in it. I think that'd be quite nice. Okay, so there's a spaceship here. I remember that. It's not what I'm looking for, though. I honestly just want to get the jam jars move. Why did I just get out of the way? I don't know if you saw that. I wasn't able to pick that up. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, I don't want it to incentivize anybody. I'm not interested in incentivizing anybody. I'm gonna get hurt. I'm not interested in incentivizing anybody, but I will let you know if it's of interest to you. Once I hit 100 subscribers, Zombie says, hey, TRR dropped a like while making breakfast. Little Zombie wants to watch Empire Strikes Back, so I'll be in and out of the stream. No, that's okay. Thanks so much for stopping in and saying hi. I think that's awesome. That's a great choice, great taste in movies. There we go. Let's try this again. But yeah, I don't want it to incentivize anybody. What is it with me in these note nests? Do you see I'm hitting them and they're pushing me away? I don't understand this. Try this again. But yeah, I don't want it to incentivize or be used as an incentive, so subscribe to me if you like my content, don't subscribe to me if you don't, right? I can't pick up that note nest. Why am I being pushed away from them? That doesn't make sense. But whenever I do hit 100 subscribers, I do have a giveaway planned for the people that are subscribed. So, and it's not a video game, and it's not a video game console. Okay, that let me finally collect it. It is something that I have been told from people without asking, but being clever. I think I'm not honestly the most clever, but in this instance, I think I was decently clever in figuring out what people might like, and so it'll be something like that. It'll be something people can use and enjoy. Welcome back. Thank you for popping back in. I was making a small announcement. Apologies if you're talking to me at all. No, I made a small announcement, and it's just a throw out there. I was just saying thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Anybody who hasn't subscribed, thanks for stopping in, and anybody who has, thanks for subscribing. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, which is a humongous deal to me. I started the channel years ago, never anticipating to have that many 100 subscribers, 100 people who wanted to watch the content. So I don't want, like I said, I don't want to incentivize anybody or disincentivize anybody, of course, from watching the videos, but or from subscribing. I don't want people to feel like they need to. But just for the fun of it, obviously, whenever we do, love the channel, always chill here. Thank you. That's the idea was just to be fun. I hope I made it. It was part of the, well, and I guess I made mention of it, but it was part of the reason. Pano? Okay. The reason I made the channel is just for things to be. Congrats on almost 100. Thank you very much. Real quick. I'm afraid I won't take less than 5 for it. I have 4. That is less than 5 though, and you said you wouldn't do that, so okay. No, I appreciate that. I did, so the reason I did the stream today is it's called a stream of gratitude, was for a thank you to the SMRD Super Mega Retro Dudes channel, who were kind enough to reach out and ask me to interview. They did it last week, and so the interview is in the description if you do decide for whatever reason that you might want to go and give it a listen. I think most people know who they are. If you don't, they're really cool people. Or they have always been to me, at least, I'll say. I think they're quite nice people. And they decided to do an interview, and they asked some questions and got to learn some stuff about me, and if that's any interest to anybody, then definitely give it a look and give it a check out. But I don't want to incentivize or disincentivize anybody from subscribing. If you like my content, I want you to subscribe if you like it enough to do so, and if you don't, I just appreciate you for giving it a watch. But whenever we do circumstantially hit 100 subscribers, I have a giveaway planned. Oh, I'll check it out. Thank you. Yeah. I want to take a look at something really quickly. But yeah, we will. The idea of it is, I have a giveaway that is not. I know for a fact that anybody that so far, at least a majority of the people that are subscribed to my channel, and I can't say all of them, but the people that are subscribed to my channel, most of them do not have these things, and I'll let you know it's plural. But if you wait a minute. I may have made a mistake here. Let me try something real quick. I think I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I didn't realize I already knew that move. Okay. Yeah, so anyway, the giveaways, as far as I understand, a lot of the people, this is really cool, a lot of the people that come and check my channel out are in some capacity streaming. Streamers are streaming, right? Which I think is super cool. And so, if it happens to be that you are a streamer, I think you might, and I'm yet again, I don't want to spoil it, but I think you might enjoy the giveaway. I hope you will. But I think you'll probably enjoy the giveaway. It's definitely something that anybody could use, but it's, I would say, more streamer orientated than anything. And so anyway, it's just something I want to do for people that are subscribe to my channel and, you know, were kind enough. Still won't bonk. Goodness. Okay. So I didn't realize I knew the Talon torpedo, so I'm gonna actually break some doors real quick, and then I'll probably move on to not the water world. But yeah, that's my whole deal. Once I hit that, I hope, you know, people will sign up for the giveaway that I'll do. I noticed a thing, and I want to give credit to another thing. Another person I want to give credit to. There's so many people to give credit to here. I mean, that I think are great. So going, I'll extend the gratitude. I'd like to extend the gratitude portion beyond just the Super Mega Retro dudes. That's what I wanted to make sure to show gratitude to. But I guess I want to show gratitude to a lot of people. Obviously, there are a ton of people that have subscribed to my channel who didn't have to do that, which is remarkable. And then, of course, I have my mods, right? And forgive me, I've used this before, but I only have 4 mods. And a channel my size, that's maybe a smidge excessive. I know that there were a couple of people that had asked me about being a mod on the channel. And to those people, I'd say thank you for the offer. I think my channel, it really isn't big enough for probably as many mods as I have now. So as my channel grows, I'll definitely look at that. But for now, I'm pretty good. But I have 4 mods, and I call you guys the 4 Horsemen. And that's just kind of been my. I hope that doesn't cause any issue. I know that that's kind of an odd nickname, but it just, since there were 4, that's just what came to mind. But I want to say thank you for. I almost always have one of the mods constantly, and AR, I think you're probably the most consistent of them. All of them are great people, but I think you're definitely the most consistent of them. So I would absolutely say thank you for that, as well as thank you for just interacting with me and having conversations with me on Twitter in general. Just getting to, we have those quick little, you know, 5-second, you've sent an opinion out and I've sent something out, and just fun. I didn't mean to hit that. So but then also another thank you to okay, it's A on this. Okay. But also also thank you to Heaps. So Heaps of Games was doing a stream the other day and was giving out some doing some appreciate it. Thanks for making me a mod. That's nothing compared to what you're doing for me, bud. I appreciate it. But you guys are... I don't understand why I'm feeble. I am a bear. Alf, Betty, and Gammo. I never realized that. We have a cell phone for that. Powered by crystallized ice, but we don't have... Oh, all I have to do is shoot ice. I'm sure we'll be able to do something, sort something out. Yeah. No, yeah, so just great level of... Is this a mean one? Yep. Get lost. Get lost. I don't want you. I don't know why these 3... Boy, you are tenacious. There we go. Okay. But you know, anyway, so Heaps was also doing a thing. He was doing a show. I say a show, that's not probably the way to call it, but he was doing a stream the other day, and I was on it, and he did these raffles for game codes. Very, very kind of him. I happened to win one. Very appreciative for that. But it also demonstrated to me that there are a lot of, I mean, we're in the gaming community, there are a lot of great gamers that have a lot of great games. So, if I raffle off a game, I have no idea. I mean, everybody's got, between everybody, there's a lot of these game collections. I don't know what everybody has, you know? So what I'm doing is not a game. There we go. Yeah, what I'm doing is not a game. I'll say that. It's not a game, or not any game console or anything like that. I'm excited about it, though. It is something the only hint that I can give is it's something that I talk about a lot and I love a lot, but I don't. That's the back of the ship, so it's over here. I talk about it a lot and I enjoy it a lot, but it's a lot of other people don't. They don't really talk about them a lot, I guess, but they seem to all like them. So we'll see. I'm not making it any easier, am I? Oh, so the kids are in Hellfire Peaks. Ah, right. But I also learned, what I was getting at is I learned thanks to Heaps for firstly letting me participate in that, secondly for winning, and then thirdly, it was kind of a demonstration of, it was kind of a demonstration of how tricky things can get sometimes, and so I kind of got to learn a little bit about what I wanted to do and what kind of complications could arise in that. So I think that there's never a point in time where there's almost never a point in time where you're going to be able to you know, predict the entirety of the audience, and I understand that. But at the same time, I do feel like that this particular thing, I'm gonna wager very few people have it, that are in that do what we do. So that's my take. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. I think I'm gonna go back. Now that I remember I can do that, I'm gonna go. No, yeah, I know. It detects that I hit the B button off, just slightly off the pad. It could just give it to me or not do anything, right? But it doesn't. It has a little snarky, like, you're not close enough. I need to go to the sunken ship, I think it is. So, but yeah, if anybody has any guesses, any guesses as to what it is, then, I mean, you're welcome to guess. If you get it right, I'm not going to confirm it. I'll let you know that. I don't want to spoil it, but, I won't, at least hopefully someone will be excited to have it. I think. I hope. Oh, I guess I should also clarify, it's not just good for streaming. It is also good for people who have, this is a more specifically guided, so you know who you are if I'm saying it. But people who are taking a break from streaming but decide that they want to do YouTube videos. It's also very good for that. Oh, we're in the water supply line at Glitter Gulch Mine? I don't remember this part. I mean, clearly I remember something about it, because I remember that Ice Egg stopped the propeller, maybe, but... I say that. It may not be the case. It may just be that... I mean, they could have just made the game that intuitive. Sometimes you can't stop on time, too. That's also really difficult, so... Alright. Water supply. Is that really what that was for? Was the red Banjo? What else did I get? Is there something else? Are we really just back in this now? Yeah. There's no way back. Alright, well. Okay. We learned the other moves, so we're okay, but goodness. This is the part of the thing, whoops, part of the thing that I was saying that gets not frustrating, but part of the game that gets a little bit overwhelming is this the fact that these all interconnect. And so I was literally in Jolly Roger's Lagoon, which is world 4, and I went from world 4 all the way back to world 2 effectively. I don't know how to use these suction boots yet, do I? Or the spring step. No, I don't know how to use those. Those are Hellfire Peaks, I think I learned that. So yeah, it's all super intertwined. So we're not looking to do 100%. We're just looking to hit the requisite number of jiggies and then get the heck out of that one and go to the next. They're all fun. It's just there's way too much to do. This literally, if you wanted to 100% this game, apart from being a speedrunner, or like a world record holder on that, like a Stivity Bobo, I think he's the one that does that yet again. This game's just so stupidly remarkable and intertwined, and I know that was kind of an oxymoron, but it is kind of in a dumb way, because I got a Jinjo for that. But the Jinjos are all scattered. There wasn't just 5 Jinjos in that world to get. I'm gonna go to the Pine Grove so I can. Yeah, it's like the game is super expansive. So, but yeah, I did say it before. I'll say it one more time too to anybody that may have jumped on that would like to participate. Not everybody may, and that's okay. I went at that at super low speeds, but it broke. So the next game I am playing on the channel that I've pretty well hiked up. I do have a potential placeholder may come in. I do a couple of streams that are kind of random, which I'm aware of, just random streams with Anna and stuff. But the next stream I'll be doing by myself, at least, that'll be coming up, will be my favorite game, KOTOR. So, and it's already been voted for what class I'm going to play. So I've got that ready, but if anybody does want to choose, I do have a poll still running through today, or through most of today, I think, for whether I play it through dark or light. Dark side, light side. Now, it is absolutely, at least it was last I checked, a 50-50 split. I feel really bad for Klungo, because he's, like, when we look at him, he's getting a real beating. Black-eyed, stuff's torn up. Is this the invisible potion? Yeah. All you have to do is stay close to him. Because he can't move very fast, so all you do is if you stay close to him. As long as you stay, it's not the easiest potion. I think the growing one is easy, and if you lose him, you lose him. But he doesn't move very fast, so long as you stay close to him, you can just hit him right when he goes invisible. That's dedication. I'm not going to use the word, but there's a word we're using nowadays. People are using. I'm not going to say we're using. I don't use it, but the word people are using nowadays, I feel like has some validity. But you're not supposed to use the word on YouTube, so I won't use it. But yeah. All right, so here we are in the next section. But yeah, anyway, KOTOR's next. If you do decide you want to, there's a poll, so you can determine whether or not I'm light or dark. If I didn't finish that thought, sorry. Okay, I need you to bonk at least once to show people I'm not insane every time I keep telling you to bonk. That'll be all. Okay, fantastic. Dismissed. Nope, dove right in, no problem. I promise you guys that there is a possibility, there's a potential, Like a 1 in... It was like a 1 in 7 shot, I thought, but I guess not. One of these is bad and one is good. How do we sort the traders out? Well, we use an ice egg on them. How did I know that that was the bad one? I took a guess. It seemed like it wasn't asking for help very much. I figured if it really wanted to be saved, it's probably going to ask for all the help it can get. Alright, Pterodactyl Land. Dinosaur Land, which I'm pretty happy about. This is not one of my favorites, but at the same time, it's not a bad world. It's just, so it's more about some of the puzzles they put in here. But you'll see. It's actually pretty cool. There we go. Is that a button down there? It is a button. It's a kazooie button. I'm gonna hit that kazooie button. It's also really hard to control, just as a side note, it's really hard to control kazooie. Yeah, when Kazooie's going that fast, it's really hard to control where the heck she's going. Oh, there he is. There he is. Boop-a-doo. Yeah, so you also, I mean, like this game's just stupid expansive. It's really, really cool because of that, but also not really because of, like I said, you saw me in Jolly Roger's Lagoon. One moment I'm in Jolly Roger's Lagoon, the next minute all of a sudden I'm in the second world where I have nothing that I need. I don't need anything there. That's where I was. I gotta see if I remember what in the world. Well, I guess I need 8 jiggies. That's all I need, so we should be fine. I believe after this is Hailfire Peaks. Also, you're gonna get to see. So I did miss a transformation, which allows me to do some mini games and such. And it's just because it's mostly for mini games that you use it. So if you're, son of a gun, I knew that was gonna happen. So in Jolly Roger's Lagoon, there is a Humble Wumba teepee wigwam that you can go into that has a transformation. You turn into a submarine. I wasn't gonna spoil it, but because I don't feel like I'm probably gonna go back there, I'll spoil it. Viddy from Video Games for Fun actually called it out on that. He made a, I think the way, I can't remember how he said it, it was pretty clever actually, but it was something to the effect, let me move the mic just a little bit. It was something to the effect of, shoot. You decided to go with, maybe it was just you decided to go with the bear and bird, but versus, I can't remember exactly how he said it. I don't want to do a disservice to him there, but it was clever. It was a clever way of saying it, but it was a submarine transformation I opted not to go for just because it really only lets you play some mini games. It does give you unlimited ammo as well, but we don't need that. So the question is, do I change now or not? Well, I don't know. Let's see. I don't even have a Globo yet, so it doesn't really make a difference. Okay. This world, a lot of it reminds me of Path to Nest. Okay, I don't want to go there. A lot of this reminds me of Click Clock Wood from the last one, from the previous game. I think what I'm gonna go do is scare some cavemen first, and we'll see what happens. The game kind of has this little, like, these mini narratives inside, which are cool too. And the reason they can make it so much bigger, one of the things that I thought about is when you go into like the in the first game, all of the worlds are contained in Grunty's in her. Whoops, this guy's gonna hurt me, isn't he? But he won't if I do. If I can do it. Do I have one? I have 10? Pressing X. Okay. This'll do. We can very clearly see we're fine here. There we go. That's what I meant. Yeah, you're just supposed to take them out. You're supposed to take 5 of them out. So not too hard, but still. Yeah, in the previous one, all the worlds were like contained in Grunty's lair. In this one, you're actually in the open world, so I think that's really cool. Can I get one? I'm gonna get my Kazooie Clockwork Bomb back, please. Thank you. Yes. Another question I have, I guess, that I want to ask that's relevant to gaming and also relevant to Star Wars is, what is or are your favorite Star Wars games? If you had to pick one. If you're not a big Star Wars gamer, that's perfectly okay. I have a feeling that a lot of people's favorite Star Wars games are probably going to be Jedi Fallen Order, and that's perfectly okay too. But I am curious. I'm curious to know if that's the case. If it's the newer games, or if maybe you guys were, some of you guys were familiar with the older games. There we go. There we go. Okay. What Star Wars games? Because I am a huge Star Wars fan, huge Star Wars nerd. I love Star Wars. So you're not going to offend me by ever asking me to play a Star Wars game. However, I would like to play Star Wars games that people like as well. Being a nerd, I'm a little bit more impartial, and I think that's like, I played Outcast a little bit, and I had fun with it. But it was really just for the sake of being random. I remember a lot of the game, but I don't remember it perfectly. I don't remember what he does with that other thing, so I'm gonna... Yes, I want your help, but I don't want you to do the thing... We need all the help we can get through. Okay. But yeah, what are your favorite Star Wars games? What are some Star Wars games that you enjoy, remember enjoying, played? Maybe you just have a fond memory of that game. It could be a game that you don't actively play anymore and haven't played for a while, but you enjoy a ton. I'm really excited to start a playthrough of Fallen Order on mine. Okay, all right. Well, I want to avoid that then. I don't want to. I want you guys to. I wouldn't want to take any. I don't think I could, and I wouldn't try to. But I wouldn't want to take any thunder away. Oh, he's gonna make the platforms grow. Rave Warrior Alpha, hey man, just got done streaming Kingdom Hearts 1 and had some trouble with a Riku boss fight. You have any strategies on how to beat them, if I may ask? Ooh. Okay, so you're probably going to be a little disappointed in me. I know of Kingdom Hearts. I have Kingdom Hearts. I am not a Kingdom Hearts expert, sadly. My wife is a Kingdom Hearts expert. I've gotten to play and enjoy them and for what they were, but she's definitely the expert when it comes to that. And before her, I had never played them. But you're always welcome to ask. I'm so sorry to have given you such a disappointing answer, but yeah, I know Anna's gonna be oops. Anna's definitely going to be a much better resource, and sadly, she is not here right now. She is out taking care of some stuff. So I do apologize. But yeah, and also to you, AR, though, I don't think I would never want to do it, but I don't want to create any sort of overlap. I don't, I wouldn't want to run the risk of stealing any sort of thunder by streaming that game, but it is an amazing game. I am super excited to watch your playthrough, to see your playthroughs of it. I'm stoked to see that. I think it's going to be fantastic. Alright, split up pads here, tell me something. So yeah, but I do apologize, Rave Warrior Alpha. I appreciate you for dropping by the stream firstly, I should say, but I also really, I'm sorry I don't have a less disappointing answer for you there. I am, yeah, I'm unusually, I'm not very skilled at that particular game. So Square, so to give, so the I'm a little bit, and I because I get that they are, I get that they are retro games now, I guess, to some extent. I don't know. Maybe I should. I should maybe just go back and give them a solid playthrough. But I don't remember ever having a ton of trouble with the bosses in them, but at the same time, it's one of those things where I probably did and it just blocked it out. My Square Enix experiences are much more... It's okay, man, you're forgiven. We'll always be friends, no matter what, even on Twitter, my brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm happy to help with other games, but I just sadly have no information that would be, I think, very useful to you there on that one. My Square Enix experiences are very much the retro variety. So it's a lot more of it is going to be, come on, land. Thank you. A lot more of it's going to be like the like Final Fantasy and old Final Fantasy, right? Final Fantasy NES and Final Fantasy 3 Japan 6 here and 8, which I actually think I like the most. I do remember, there's actually a really big memory I have from Square Enix, which was, there was a demo disc. So this is the thing I miss. I miss this a ton. But obviously, I think most of you guys would remember this too. If you're here now, I don't know how they did it in. I want to clarify. I don't know how they did it in Europe. So anybody who is located outside of my North American continent here, I'll apologize. Well, and I shouldn't even say the continent. Honestly, Canada and Mexico could have handled it completely different than we did too. So it may just be the country, but they used to do these really cool pair-ups with food brands and restaurants and gaming here. And one of the big ones was Pizza Hut. Like, Pizza Hut used to give out these like demo discs for PS1, and they were actually pretty sweet. Have you ever played the Mega Man Battle Network games on the Game Boy Advance? They're a lot of fun, let me tell you. I have them. I have not given them an extensive playthrough. And that's mostly because, the reason that was because about the time that I acquired them, I had also picked up the... oh, I didn't mean to do that. I had also picked up the Mega Man ZX and ZX Advent games for the DS, and I opted to go, and I maybe I shouldn't have, but I opted to play those instead, and I just never picked up the Battle Networks. I need to give them a shot, though. I do love Mega Man. But I really enjoyed it. Let's see here. Hey, do you think we can become friends? Because I'm glad to be a fan of your channel, man, and I'm also glad to have your support, too. Of course. I personally, I mean, I don't see why we couldn't. Oh, that wasn't the one I thought it was. Can I do it in one click lock? Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, I have absolutely no problem with it. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. I'm gonna do it anyway. How am I playing this? Oh, sorry. How am I playing? I'm playing this on the, just because the controller's better, I'm playing this via the Rare Replay on the, Xbox One X. There we go, that's what I wanted. I live in Florida. Oh, okay. I'll go shape of the pear, I don't understand that. I live in Florida. Yeah, I am in, whoops, I am in Texas. So, we were actually probably some of the closest of any of the people that I have gotten to know on this platform, in terms of geographically speaking. It's not mine to obviously give out where everybody else is, but yeah, I think we're, geographically speaking, I think we're probably some of the closest. Well, oh shoot, I was about to blow myself up. Okay, let's blow this up. Yeah, so I'm playing this on the, I am playing the Rare Replay version of this on the Xbox One X for graphics sake, as well as to be able to use some thumbsticks that are not worn completely out from decades of use. And yeah, that's how I capture this. And the retro games I capture on the original consoles generally, but in this instance I was able to, it made more sense for me to go this route. So yeah, I'm in Texas. It's an interesting state, to say the least. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's not my favorite place I've ever been or worked, but it's also not my least favorite, so could be worse. But yeah, as far as the friend comment, yeah, I don't see why we couldn't. I mean, I feel like that. I feel like we absolutely could. I don't see anything wrong with that a bit. I'm always looking to have. Where in the heck am I though? I'm always looking to make new friends, and this community has been really great. The retro gaming and the streaming community has been pretty amazing. I'm a fair. I should say I'm a fair newcomer to this specific vein of the community. I'm definitely not a newcomer to retro games and such, but... Is this something I need in here? Nope, I guess not. Okay. But yeah, anyway, so that's the thing. I actually have a... I don't know that anybody would want to know how it is. I do anticipate doing it. I should also make a mention. I was talking about that earlier. I'm near hitting the 100 subscriber mark, and I'm remarkably grateful. One of the videos that I do think I'll do... I was asked about this a long time ago, but I just didn't think there were enough people that were going to be interested, and it does take there's a decent amount of effort that it takes to do some of the video editing and such that I've had to do for example, videos like the Mechanos Cards channel, right? When I did that one, it took me forever, and this other video I'm doing for it is taking forever and a day as well to get done. It's not easy. So that having been said, I didn't know if anybody would be interested in it, but I am going to be making... I think that at 100 subscribers, there's at least enough interest that I can justify, yeah, okay, the how I do it video. So it's going to be, I'll be showing people the equipment that I use, why I use that equipment, how I hook it all together. Whoa. How I hook it all together, and why that works the way it works, and so on and so forth. Cool. Okay. Leave Scrotty. Okay. Family isn't keeping too well. Scrat is very sickly and needs... I always thought that was a little girl. I don't know why. Yeah, but somehow I won't, who lives on the cliff top, yeah. Scrit. Out walking one day and came back tiny. And Scrut's just gone. Just flat gone. Took money from my purse and headed off to the train station. Oh, I know where she is. I'll go get him. Nice to know that not every character in this game is bad. Yeah, we're not bad. Rave Warrior Alpha says, my favorite hobbies are collecting Japanese action figures and the V-Pet toys, as well as I'm also a huge collector when it comes to video games and consoles and handhelds as well. Oh, very nice. I am much the same. So I do two things. I'm a colossal video game fan, and collector. And have been for many years. I worked in the video game industry in the early 2010s for a good several years, which afforded me some really nice... wait a minute. Okay, I can do this in let's do this in order. Let's do this in order. Let's get little one first. So yeah, anyway, so I worked in the industry for, there's not a warp pad in here. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. I want to gather my thoughts so I can appropriately address what I was wanting to say. There's not a warp pad, so I may do that first. That may be the most difficult. I basically made 100 subscribers, and I've been doing reviews on video games from my childhood, like the TMNT game on the Game Boy Advance, for example. Very nice. I got to check out some of your channel's content. I tried to, before I subscribe, look at the channel's content, because I feel like it's very important to show support, but I also feel like it's equally important to show support to things that you enjoy. Of course, the content I got to see was more recent content of yours, but it was very, very enjoyable, very nice. So I'm certainly happy to show support. Yeah, I was, so I'm an avid game collector as well, and have been for decades. I am a big, I worked, like I said, I worked in the gaming industry for a good portion of time in the early 2010s, several years, which afforded me a pretty decent increase to my collection. So I don't typically throw the number out there too much, so, but it's a decent collection, I'd say. And I've been collecting for about 30 years-ish. And I really enjoy retro games. In addition to that, I have worked in an amateur capacity, professional capacity, and a semi-professional capacity, all three of those, as a card dealer / mechanic and performer, in many different ways. It's not something that you have to do, but I do have a second channel called Mechanos Cards, Mekanos Kards, so not spelled right, but which is dedicated to me showing some of the sleights and stuff that I do there. And that's pretty well the basics of me. So I collect video games and I collect playing cards. Not Magic, not Yu-Gi-Oh, just regular old playing cards. So, not other than that, not. And I'm not saying that in particular was, but not much interesting. There's not very much interesting about me specifically. It's just I enjoy playing games and having fun with people. I think that's the big piece. Wait a minute, really? What happened? Oh, okay. I guess that's the route. I like Mumbo, but boy, they did not make things accessible for him in a lot of these. Like, he can't grab or anything. All he can do is he runs, he jumps, he can shock, and that's about the extent. So, but he can't, if it's too steep, he'll slide right down just like everybody else. Ah, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to go around. Oh well. I'll collect notes for everybody. But yeah, so that's a lot about, I mean, that's pretty well what I do. For anybody who's interested. Those are the things that I'm passionate about a lot of other things, but not a lot of those things really translate very well into this medium. Like, I like to talk about philosophy and other weird stuff too, so which I don't know if that's really a, I did get to do it. There was a stream I got to do it. I can't remember which one it was, but there was a stream I got to do that on. It was pretty fun, with Gib, and I think a couple of other people jumped in. AR, I think you were part of that one for sure too. That was fun. We were talking about like flat Earth and stuff, which I don't think that's philosophy. I think that's more just science, but it was pretty fun. It was actually a lot of fun to kind of just to kind of get to marry those two things together, I thought. Okay, so Mumbo can't go up there by himself. So since he can't go up there by himself, maybe we find a way to lead him up there. Can he just jump off from here? No, it's too far away. There's no way. And if he falls from there, he'll probably hurt. Probably hurt. He can't flip flap or anything like Banjo can, so that doesn't do any good. Oh, I guess I should say I'm also interested. I don't know if it's worthwhile. I'm also very interested in audio and video equipment and such. That's part of the streaming thing, is kind of an outlet for that. I get to play with microphones and such. Is it possible I can join your live stream next time, because I'd love to talk about gaming with you, and because you remind me of someone who I used to hang out with when I was in 3rd grade. I wouldn't mind having a talk. I don't know the ins and outs of how that would work on as far as how my equipment's hooked up, but I could. I'm gonna have to get bitten and thrown out on purpose. There we go. But I bet I could probably. I could probably figure it out. I did give warning though ahead of time. I will be remarkably busy this week. This is probably the only stream I'll be able to put out this week, just because it's all good stuff. It's incredible stuff, but I will be really busy with it. So, but I definitely would like to have the opportunity to talk. To talk to more gamers on stream and such. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a really fun thing to do. So, okay, so I think what I need to do, as Mumbo, is just hug this wall and walk this little path up here. I had to go all the way around to do that. There we go. Yeah, but anyway, so that's but yeah, I like I do a lot of audio. Let's do this. I do a lot of I do a lot of audio and video and all that kind of stuff. I like that kind of stuff a lot. So hopefully, for example, hopefully you can hear my microphone coming in, and hopefully my microphone's coming in really nice and clear. Woo! Thanks for beefing up my small child. He'll find a girlfriend. Priorities. Come on, bud. Priorities. Wait, what's up with you? Like, why are you... How did you even get in here? You're gigantic, and that hole in the wall is nowhere near big enough to let you in and out. Okay, you are sick. I know what I need to do for you, so that's... We'll get that fixed up. Oh, that was another thing too. They split up a lot of the individual in this game. They split up a lot of the individual. Okay, they split up a lot of the individual missions. So even though I'm doing 3 different things, I'm gonna get 1 Jiggy for it. So it definitely it elongated not just the game itself as a whole, but you don't you would do one thing, with the exception of finding the 5 Genjos. You do one thing and then you'd get 1 Jiggy. Well, in this one, you got to do quite a few things typically to get a Jiggy, and they're pretty complicated things in a lot of these cases. So, like for example, I've got to go. So I've just done this. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to switch to Banjo and Kazooie, and I'm going to go back in that exact same place, and I'm going to backpack the little Tyrannosaurus, the orange one that's sick. I'm going to backpack her to the train to take her to the cliff top. The shaman that heals her is the one that's... So just think of this. The shaman that heals her, that's going to make her feel better, is the same shaman that just made the little kid big. But now I have to go to the cliff top. I have to take him to the cliff... I have to take him to the cliff top. And you have the same shaman do something different. So I don't understand why that... I don't know why they made him bigger. I don't understand why they decided to make the thing bigger, but here we go. Did I learn how to backpack yet? Oh, I didn't. I didn't learn how to backpack yet. I should do that first. So another piece, I have to learn how to do the move, and then I have to do the move, and then I have to... Yeah, it's pretty complicated. I'll show you this, but it's super complicated, for no good reason, by the way. Oh shoot, I gotta remember where that, I saw a jam jars thing. I'm pretty sure that was the one I need. Oh, there it is, it's up there. Cool. That works out really well. Do I have enough? I have enough. I've been collecting notes pretty well. Nope, that's the springy step shoes. That'll help me with stuff, but it's not quite what I was looking for. So now that I have that, you can actually see where the springy step shoes, well, they vanished from here, but now that I know how to do the springy step shoes, I can actually go all the way back to Glitter Gulch Mine, the second world, and collect that Jiggy that's up on top of the wall. So it's crazy how they... Oh, here we go. It's crazy how they padded some of the stuff in this. I don't know if I'm going to make this shot, but I'm going to try. Right about there should... maybe a little higher? Dang it, I can't fall on the mace. Try again. That's fine. I don't understand what Olgo's shape of the pear means. It makes me laugh, but I don't know what it means. Contextually speaking, I don't understand it. Clockwork eggs, please. Oh, I didn't know he could come up on the rock. Dang. Alright. All I really needed to happen was I needed some of that splash damage to take him down. I think that would be really good. That's something that happened that worked out well, I should say. All right, and I think you're a good guy. You're an oogle boogle. Yeah. Oh no, you're an unga bunga. Okay. I want the other. Can I get behind you with this guy? I don't think I can. Yeah, I think there's an invisible wall. I believe there is. Yeah, so the Oogle Boogles are nice and the Unga Bungas are bad. That's the depth of the story in this one. Other than that, it starts feeling an awful lot like Cloud Cuckoo Land. Or not Cloud Cuckoo Land. Oh, shoot. I almost fell off. It starts feeling a lot like Click Clock Woods. Goodness sakes. Wait, what's this in here for? Only when the secret code of the dinosaurs is heard will the Jiggy be yours. Oh, okay. There are actually two transformations in this world. They're both technically the same. Let me see here. There we go. They're both technically the same. One's just a slightly larger version of the other. So, and you can see it. You can see it right here. This is one. All right. Let's run down here. These are the bad guys' cave. Oh, there's the... I think that's the move I need, though, right there. I hope. Ah, nope, it's not gonna be the one I need. Where's the split up? Can I split up over here? think I can split up here, actually. Yeah, I can. I mean, we can dance forever, but... Okay. Let's switch it over. When I was younger, I grew up with a lot of Saturday morning anime. I watched Power Rangers, and I was a kid. I watched Power Rangers when I was a kid too. It was one of my favorite shows of all time, besides Digimon Digital Monsters. Yeah, I liked Mighty Morphin Power Rangers a lot. That was really a lot of fun. Obviously, they had the X-Men cartoon that came out, the Spider-Man cartoon that came out. Those were all pretty awesome. So I was a big fan of those. I still am a huge fan of some of that stuff. I'm not really a let's see if he'll bonk really quickly. Never has. Never has. Okay. Oh, son of a gun. Yeah, I liked a lot of like the I liked a lot of the like I liked Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They had the movie. As far as anime goes, when I was younger, I never really liked it wasn't until I got older that I really was able to enjoy anime. And ironically, and it was obviously more adult orientated anime. Ghost in the Shell specifically was one of my absolute favorites. Cowboy Bebop, of course. Stuff in the late 90s, early 2000s really kind of was the favorite. Oh, okay, she's supposed to do that. There's a lot of that. There was a lot of that for the most part, and to this day it still stays the same. A lot of like Samurai Champloo was really good. A lot of that. I never really got. I say it jokingly. I say jokingly that Pokemon was after my time. We'll try it again. Still gonna try. Oh, you stole it. Oh. Then I know what I'm gonna do with it. At least you're honest about telling me that you stole it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a Jiggy. I think I'm gonna get one Jiggy from Pterodactyland if I can, and then I think I'm going to I think I'm gonna call it a stream. I think I'm gonna call this one done. Okay, I don't know if I can creep past. I can't remember if I creep past these. I'm pretty sure I do. If you go any faster than this, you break the twig. But yeah, I was a big fan of those, I think, as far as anime goes. It was a lot of that. I knew about Digimon, Pokemon and all that, but I just never really got into it. Like I said, I joke and say it was after my time. I had a friend who was very much into it, him and his brothers. Dang it. Yeah, it's very sensitive. I'm gonna do it again. But yeah, like I did a lot of those. I really like those. Samurai Champloo. Blood Plus was kind of okay. It was a little odd for my taste. And then more recently, Anna has been showing me My Hero Academia, which I've actually quite enjoyed. So it's been really nice. This is such a difficult place to hold your thumb on these very sensitive thumbsticks. Just a little more and it does too fast. A little less and you're too slow. And it's hard to get started up without going a little too fast. Careful. 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 And you need to be completely clear of the sticks. And I'm pretty darn sure that we take this. This is a Targazan totem. So believe it or not, we're in World 5, technically, and this goes all the way back to World 1. Boom. The idea is not to step on the sticks again, by the way. But yeah, I was a big fan of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers too. I liked, oh, son of a gun. I don't think I can carry it back manually. In fact, I'm fairly certain I can't. Yeah, I can't. Son of a gun. I think I may just call it there. This is gonna... I'm stuck. I mean, I have to get ejected from the thing now, so... I think I'm gonna call it there just because. So what I do want to say is I want to say thank you for everybody who did stop in to say hi, and a big thank you to those who I had made the stream to thank. And so one final thank you to... and I guess I should go ahead. I'll put some music on so you guys can hear. But yeah, a big thank you to the people that I thanked on the stream already. A couple more. To the SMRD Super Mega Retro dudes, including Brady and Retro Ryan, of course, and Miss Ashley. She's a part of that team, I believe, as well. I want to say a big thank you for them for popping by and saying hi, and yeah, and being willing to have the interview with me and learn a little bit more about me. That was remarkably kind. So big thank you to everybody who stopped in, to my mods, to AR Video Games specifically for being here and helping to mod and just have conversation with me. Thank you, Rave Warrior Alpha, for stopping in and having a conversation with me as well. It's really great to see you here, and I definitely appreciate the support. Of course, you'll be seeing me on your streams as well. Have no doubt of that.
If it's an accident that's an error that feels good, then you leave it in.
And also, big thanks to just looks at other streams that have been really helpful in helping me get moving and understanding the nature of this kind of new medium for me. So Heaps, Omega, Ace, you guys have also been really great, influential, and helpful in that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wind it down, let you guys listen to some nice music. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a wonderful week, because I'm probably gonna be fairly off the grid for a lot of this week. And so, yeah, I want you guys to have a wonderful week, and if you do happen to need or want to talk briefly, you can reach me on Twitter, DM me, whatever you need to do. Otherwise, we'll see you guys later.
None of that matters if you can't write music well. So the first thing for me is always learning your craft. And it doesn't matter where the music is going ultimately. This is when it's in your head and you're still thinking about it. You've got to know how to basically see it through completion practically on your own these days and have it stand on its own with everything else that's out there. a lot of that doesn't come down to what plugins you have. I mean, sure, having the right reverb helps and everything. It really comes down to what's in your head and what's in here, what's in your heart. And those two things are what make the best video game music, in my opinion. Because I'm not really talking about video game music.